Hey guys, it's Seth from the Comic Gamer Movie Show, and I'm here. I got off work a couple hours ago, so I'm pretty tired. Some of you who even follow our channel, I don't know who does, but for those of you who do, this is a little update on what's been going on. I did say I would have those videos out. There's a problem though. A small error came up. My editing software, it was a demo editing software that expired, and I gotta either pay for it or I gotta go over to someone else's house and do the same thing. Another problem happened. My friend Mark of the Comic Gamer Movie Show, he emailed the videos to me that we did at his house, and I couldn't access them. My Google Drive wouldn't let me access them. So now I couldn't even get them on YouTube without the intro because I wanted to put the intro on it, and my hair is flopping. My hair is a mess. I'm sorry. It's just like I, I'm gonna go take a shower soon. I need to get to bed here so I can get up early for work tomorrow again. I wanted to get this video out to you guys, letting you know what's been going on to those who do follow, whoever does. Um, so here's the deal. I'm gonna like this week. Hopefully, I am gonna be off work on Thursday, and I will go over to Mark's house. Hopefully, if he's not busy, and get those videos to you up on that day. And we're probably not gonna make videos this week at all because of all the videos we made. So there's no point in doing more videos. And there's no gaming news. Not much is going on right now. Small itty bitty things, but I didn't feel like they were worth talking about. So that's why you probably haven't seen me at all because I haven't done much. That's probably why you haven't seen Deshaun or Mark at all, is because there's not much game, movie, or anime news at all. So there's just nothing going on. But the videos we did have were sort of like our reviews. We did a review. We had a top five again. I know. I can't like. I want to know how many of you are sick of those top fives because like I'm not sick of them. I love doing them, but it's just like I do. Maybe I think some people are sick of them, but I want to know if you guys are sick of them or not. But I want I just wanted to let you know what was going on. That's all. I just wanted to tell you without leaving you guys in the wind. There's really not much else more to say about that. I probably am going to end up buying the software. I don't know why. I mean, I wish there was like a totally free editing software out somewhere that was absolutely free that allowed you to do whatever the frick you wanted instead of having to pay like $20. I don't know. If you guys know of a very free editing software that doesn't demo, doesn't expire, and even if it does expire, I can still use it. I mean, please like let me know. I would love to know. Um, but that's pretty much it. Oh wait, one more thing. Um, there was something new actually a few days ago. I did remember this. I have it down here. I forgot. Fallout 4 has a new Wanderer trailer. It's less than a minute. It's only 56 seconds, but it's the coolest trailer ever. It's a live action trailer of Fallout 4, and it's the first Fallout 4 like trailer content anything we've gotten since Comic Con. No, Gamescom. I don't remember. That was when the last bit of Fallout 4 information really like came about. That was like a little video, and then after that there was the special videos, and then now with this new Wanderer video, I encourage you just type in Fallout 4 on YouTube and it'll be right there. So it'll be the first thing. So click on that and watch it. It's only like 56 seconds, so it's kind of like a little teaser to kind of like poking us Fallout fans, like, oh, it's coming, come on, stay. I think they did that to stay relevant because I really do think that not spoiling or not talking about the game in any way, shape, and form. I really do believe it's gotten a lot of people off track of Fallout. It's kind of like getting pushed to the side a bit for other things. Like the biggest gaming news so far that I did find out about. I was actually recently Angry Joe pointed it out in a much more better video than this one. But Battlefront already has a season pass, and it's not even out yet. The season pass includes bullshit items, thanks EA. And the last thing, the season pass includes 4 downloadable content, but it doesn't tell you what it is. And it's just, you know what? Like I'm so sick of EA. I'm really sick of EA. And you know what? I think the vast majority of us are just tired of EA's bullshit. Baloney. But you know what though? That's just a small time guy like myself giving my opinion. I've been playing games since I was a little wee one, and now I've kind of grown into a person who's really looked at gaming a little bit differently since then. I mean, gaming is a business. I understand you need to make your money back for what you spent on the game. It's completely understandable. But don't milk your audience on a game to game basis. That's what EA does for their entire existence. I can't really ever think of a game that they haven't done that with. And they've made some great games in the past. They really did. And I don't know what happened. Like EA, man, come on. Rehire your last guy who worked back then. Like make EA at least a decent company again. And maybe, who knows? Maybe you'll make some kick-ass money when you make a kick-ass game. Not like some Battlefield clone with the Star Wars skin. That's basically all it looks like to me. I haven't played it. I don't want to because it's not the Battlefront I remember growing up with. And the Battlefront 2 for the PS2, I will play that over this game. I am willing to play that over this game. You know what? Someone out there make a complete next gen remake of Battlefront 2. Oh man, I think a lot of gamers would love you forever for that one. I mean, I'm just tired of EA. I'm tired of games. You know what? I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm tired of games that are really repetitive, that don't mean a thing, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of you guys by saying this, but you know, Mark is a big fan of these gaming series. I'm not shitting on Mark for liking him at all because he's allowed to like and play whatever he sees fit, and so are you guys. You guys are allowed to like and play whatever you want. But this is just my opinion. It's games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Halo that are kind of like not poisoning the industry. They're not poisoning it. It's just that's what the status quo is, right? Most of it. The majority status quo is Halo type Call of Duty games. And the only difference between Halo and Call of Duty is that it's in space, it's futuristic, it's against aliens, and Halo frankly tells a way better story. I like the stories in Halo. I like the story in Reach. I liked it in 4. I liked it in 3. I liked it in 2. I liked it in 1. And I played the original Halos. I played Halo 1 and 2 for the original Xbox. And I remember playing those games and I liked them. But then once it started repeating itself, oh, Master Chief, Master Chief, Master Chief, getting the same guns, it just doesn't make any sense. Like you play the same game over and over again with a graphical update. That's really all it is, and a better story. The story is good in Halo. Stories in Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Oh gosh. Um, Graphical updates, different time periods, experimenting with it. Just nothing really changes too much. And I was kind of shocked to hear when Advanced Warfare got a lot of bad credit because of what it did innovate. Like Activision and whoever made Call of Duty at the time, I don't even know. When they innovated on Call of Duty and Advanced Warfare, people hated it, hated that part of it, and that was just bizarre to me. It was like, yay, Call of Duty, you finally made some innovation, but nobody liked it, or I don't know how many people liked it. I really didn't look at the reviews for it. I looked at some, and the innovation was kind of like the key points, and it's just games like that that really they deter me away from playing them and getting into them because they're the same thing. If you want to draw in a much wider audience than what you've grown, and you know what, I'm sure I'm kind of not a hypocrite for saying that, but I'm sure I'm kind of like, I don't know the word because I'm an idiot. Word for it because it's just like they've grown such a massive audience, and so they don't care about anyone else but the massive audience they acquired. And you know, as a business, you want to expand even further. You want to keep your sense of discovery, and that's what the one thing that I think. If you want to lose your sense of discovery, sell millions of copies of games each time out, make a lot of money, and that's it. You will lose your sense of discovery. All these other games that I've played over the years, and even they've a lot of them have lost their sense of discovery, and that's really something that is kind of heartbreaking to think about because a lot of these games just lost it, like the Nintendo games. You know, like Mario never really changed all that much. Zelda never really changed all that much. Call of Duty barely changes. It changed a little bit in Advanced Warfare, and my screen went dark. I'm gone. There I am. And a lot of these other games. It's just kind of heartbreaking. But games like like The Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid, the Fallout series, they really kept going. And even though Skyrim and Oblivion are similar, but they're also really different. And some people would disagree on me on that, but I've played Oblivion. I played Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, and they're all in the same genre. They all borrow same elements, but they are different. They do borrow because one, they're similar games. They have the same name on them, Elder Scrolls. So obviously you can borrow some things, but that's fine. But if you borrow pretty much everything each time out, and then you won't really have a sense of discovery anymore. I mean, you'll just sell millions of copies, make the same game in about a year and a half, and do the same thing over again. And you'll lose your sense of discovery. And that's what really sucks about gaming today is that most gaming, not most, a good majority of gaming has lost. A lot of their companies have lost their sense of discovery, and it's just kind of heartbreaking because I grew up with games my entire life. Games have really changed my life. They made me into a very imaginative person. I write short stories. I write books, and I think of any, and I borrow some ideas from other things I've watched and make it my own. And yeah, I borrow from it, but that's where I get my inspiration from. Each story is based upon the story that came before it, and that's kind of how it should be with gaming. Gaming should always be this ever changing vortex, but it's just now it's just not. It's not that ever changing vortex anymore. It's just kind of sad to see, and it's even worse to see companies just milk the people who trust them, and that's even worse because you know what? I get it. You're a business, you need to make money. That's fine. But you know what? McDonald's is a business too. They make food to feed people. I mean, they don't really change their menus either, and that's a really bad analogy. That wasn't a good analogy. It didn't even make sense. Anyway, besides my rambling, I've been going on for 12 minutes. This ramble, I just wanted to give you a quick news update on what was been happening, and yet I went off on this whole different thing. I'm sorry, guys. If you don't want to watch the rest of it, don't. Um, just watch the beginning for the news update on what's been happening. I kind of went off a little bit, but that's where my stand is with games right now. And I'm quoting Boogie 2988 on this. I think that another crash is imminent. Maybe not this year, and you know what? Maybe not even next year, but I think maybe in about a couple years. I give it my guess 2018. 2018. No, 2019. I give it 2019. That's when I think gaming will reach a point of existence where no one will buy it because it's too expensive or for one other reason or for another reason. That's how I feel. That's, you know what? I think a large majority of gamers feel exactly like me. But there's another large majority that don't feel like me. They would rather spend $120 on something that isn't filling for something that just has the name Star Wars on it. You know what? I would love to play Battlefront, but I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of gameplay. It looks like a Battlefield 4 with a graphical update and a Star Wars skin. A Star Wars paint job. That's pretty much all it is. I mean, that's what it looks like. Hopefully it's not out yet, so hopefully that'll change in the coming future when it does finally come out. But it's not Game of the Year. I'm sorry. I don't consider it Game of the Year. Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain is Game of the Year material. The Witcher 3 is Game of the Year material. And if Fallout 4 surpasses the hype that it's got and then some, that is the Game of the Year because people like myself, like Deshaun and I are huge Fallout fans. We've been waiting for it for years, since 2010, to play another Fallout game. It's been 5 years. We've been waiting 5 years to play another good Fallout game, and it's finally here, and we just can't wait to play it and give you our review on it. Hopefully it's good. But you know what though, Bethesda has earned my trust. They have earned the trust. It's not kind of narcissistic when I say it that way, but they earn the trust of every fan base, including myself. I'm one of that. I'm one of that fan base. And I dropped something. I'm sorry. They've earned. Excuse me. They've earned the fan base. That they earned it. They earned it by making good games that people love, innovating on them each time out, experimenting with new ideas, taking advice from their audience, which is awesome. Bethesda Game Studios and Bethesda as a whole is an idea of what every gaming company should be. They're innovative. They don't pressure you with microtransactions and bullshit season passes. They don't do this. They're a good company, is what I'm trying to say. They're a good company, and they earned the trust of every fan base, like me and Deshaun. Me and Deshaun trust Bethesda to make a good game like Fallout 4, and we trust them to take Fallout 4 above and beyond, and then Elder Scrolls 6 above and beyond, and then so on and so on and so on. Shit, if Fallout 4 reaches 10 in its number, I will still be playing them because Bethesda has earned my trust. And even though the whole Fallout 4 Seasons Pass thing is kind of a weird thing to see from Bethesda, you know what? I'm not going to buy the Season Pass until I play the game. If it's still out on the game, I don't know. I'm going to play the game, and if I feel the season path is the season path, if the season pass is worth an extra $30, I'll pay for it. If it is, I'll pay for it. If it's not, I'm not going to buy it. That's just consumers. If it's worth it, I'll buy it. If it's not worth it, then I'm not going to buy it. But I trust Bethesda. Bethesda, if one of your guys comes across this, I trust you. And the large majority of everyone in your audience, your main fan base, your diehard fans like myself, we trust you dearly. And some other companies I do not trust. I do not trust EA at all. They've lost my trust. They've lost the trust of a lot of fans, but somehow fans still stick with them. Um, but you know what? I've been rambling for almost 20 minutes. I gotta go to bed soon. Thank you guys so much for being in here for my review of games in general. This was supposed to be a quick CMG update, but I guess I'm going to put in the title CMG update / gaming talk with Seth, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. If you hear anything, a little small tidbitty thing that you want me to cover, just put it in the comments below and I'll cover it. Simple as that. If you want anything for Deshaun to cover, like movies, some small tidbit of movie things, let him know in the comments of his movie videos. And if you got any anime news, like new shows, new features, new anything about anime, because I don't know how ever changing anime really is, but I'm not totally sure because I don't watch anime much anymore. It's like I used to. But if you got anything for him, put in the comments of this video, and I'll be sure to tell him. Or he does probably watch these videos, so he'll see it. So just let us know, and we'll cover it for you. That's what we're here for. We're here for you guys. I'm pointing at you guys. You guys, pointing at you guys. You guys are our heart. You guys are our soul. And we glad we do have a tiny fan base, even as small as it is. You know what? We're happy. So you know what? As long as you're happy, we're happy, and hopefully our happiness spreads to you. Because you know what, guys? Before we started this, I'm not rambling anymore. I'm going way off. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on the Comic Gamer Movie Show. This has been Seth, and I will see you in the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing